Dubai, the home of sun, sea, and of course, low taxes. Now, a common question that I get asked, is Dubai a good place to invest? I answered that in the prior video, so I'll link to that below. Should you buy a property in Dubai or should you rent? Very interesting question. Many people ask this. They move to Dubai, they're renting, they're paying a huge amount upfront, and they don't know what to do. Now, I'm going to answer this question in a super simple way. I've got a calculator here on hedgealpha.ai. Let's dive right into it, and I will link to this below as soon as it's launched, which it isn't out yet officially. So you pick your area, let's say Dubai Marina. What is your current monthly rent? So for example, if I put in this case, my current monthly rent is 7,000 dirhams per month. I will convert that for you, which is 1,400 pounds per month, which is $22,800 per year. Obviously, of course, it all depends on the price of the property you find, but let's say you see a property for 750,000 dirhams, which is around $200,000. Now, I know what you're thinking, Ben, Dubai Marina, could you get a place that cheap? It's hard. It might be a bit of an older building, but if you look at outside of Marina, potentially JLT, potentially JBC, potentially Al Wadi, I believe is the area. You look just outside the Marina, I believe you can find some good prices, and especially if you look at a one bed or a studio. So let's use these figures for now. Of course, you guys can put whichever figures you like. Now, you can do a mortgage. Let's use some conservative mortgage rates, 20% down payment, let's say. You can also click cash purchase. Service charges. Now, this is interesting. I've seen quite a few properties in Dubai where there's no service charges. But let's put a small charge just so we're covered. Property insurance. Again, I'm not seeing it's something that you need. So let's put a small charge just to that. Now, when you're buying a property in Dubai, you do have to pay what's called a Dubai land department fee of around 4%. So that's 30,000 dirhams, around $8,000. You also have to pay a trustee fee for 4,200, an agent fee of 2%, which is around 15,000 dirhams. Mortgage fee, if you need a mortgage fee, that's going to be an extra 7,500 valuation fee if you're getting a mortgage. If you're not in a mortgage, you won't pay those two fees. Now, if you're expecting rents to rise around 3% per year and the property to appreciate in value around 5% per year, and you can also put your opportunity cost. So let's say you have $50,000 or $100,000 and you're going to put that into a property. If you didn't invest into the property, where would you put that money? You might put it in the bank, and currently interest rates are quite good. So you might be earning around 3.5% per year. So let's factor all that into the calculation and calculate. So we'll calculate here. Let's view the results. So if you were in that scenario, you would get an annual rent saving ROI of 18.2%, which is fantastic. And you would actually get a payback period of 5.5 years. So it's definitely a great to actually purchase a property as opposed to rent. Now, above your opportunity cost, so you would have earned 3.5% on that money in the bank, you would actually earn an extra 14%. Well, you would save an extra 14% that you wouldn't be paying in rent effectively. For year one net savings, 5 payback period. So strong buy, clearly buying is better. And there you go. And this is what would happen to your buying net worth. If you're renting each year, you'll be paying that amount out. Whereas if you purchased, that amount would increase in value based on the property increasing in value by around 5% per year, which is quite conservative. The real moral of the story is not you should always buy in Dubai rather than rent. It's to use this calculator and look at your own numbers. And it's often about understanding your own taste and how you can live. Some people, they only want ultra luxury. They only want huge places and spaces. And that's fine if you're into that. But it might end up costing them a lot more. And then they may just keep renting forever and not actually be financially free. So the place I put here was very conservative price, 750,000 dirhams, $200,000. If somebody wants a more expensive place which is a lot in Dubai, especially depending on the area. So let's look at 1.5 million dirhams. It's around $400,000. Same scenario. Let's calculate and let's see if that makes sense. And it says actually it would take you infinity years, which of course is not correct. But it actually means rent. So if you really want like a $400,000 place, you're probably much better off renting, to be honest. But if you're happy with finding a good deal on a good place, like the example I showed, let's say, even you can go a bit higher than this, for example, which is still reasonable. You're paying $200,000 for a property. Then it makes a lot more sense to buy. So that's today's video, guys. Super short, super sweet, all about should you rent or should you buy in Dubai. I will link to this calculator in the description below. With that being said, if you found value in this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. Join the community by hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.